Hey y'all, it's Heather. I'm in the kitchen and I'm canning some boiled peanuts. So I thought I'd get y'all a little video on how we can peanuts here. Okay, so what I've done so far, washed them really good, packed them in my quart jars, and I have my brine. For my brine, what I do is 1 gallon of water, 2/3 cup of salt. When I first started doing it, I did 1 gallon of water to 1 cup of salt, and those were way too salty for us. So we cut back to 2/3, and that is what works for us. I suggest doing canning some, let them sit there until they cool, maybe the next day, taste them, and then go from there. And I just wrote down what worked for me in my little book. So this year, because I would have never remembered how much salt I used. I encourage you, write down what you do from year to year. Okay, so I have my brine, have my peanuts packed in the jar. I'm just gonna cover these with the brine. And I will just wipe the rims off, just like any other canning project. Wipe the rims off to make sure there's nothing in between your jar rim and your lid. And as far as headspace, originally I used 1 inch of headspace, but now I will fill it a little fuller than that because the peanuts suck up some of the juice, and still, even filling them like that, sometimes there'll be some liquid missing out of them. So I put it a little more full. Now they are ready to go into the pressure canner. This is just room temperature. I have my peanuts in water out of the spigot. The salt water, I didn't need to heat it for the salt to melt. So everything is room temperature. Therefore, the water in here, I have not turned on yet. So that helps avoid any breakage, you know, the temperature differences. I try to make sure everything is the same. And if I were to do another batch after this, I would just pour the hot water out and put new water in it and start with everything room temperature again if my jars are not hot. Now that everything is in the pot, I will go ahead and turn it on so everything can start getting hot. I have the eye on high, and it'll stay on high until we get some steam coming out of this. This is the next step. We're waiting for steam to come out of our little vent pipe here. I think you can see right there, there's steam starting to come up. So I'm going to let that steam through the vent for about 10 minutes before I put my weight on it. And usually this little thing here pops up while it's steaming. I was hoping it would do that while I had the video on, but it's wanting to be difficult. It knows it's on camera. Okay, I'll bring y'all back in 10 minutes. So that's our 10-minute timer. And what we're going to do now is put our weight on the vent pipe. And we are looking for 10 pounds of pressure. And once it gets to 10 pounds, I am going to set my timer for 50 minutes. So we will bring y'all back in 50 minutes. It's on 10 pounds. I'm going to turn it down to about medium. Just try to regulate it. Regulate it as best I can. And I'll be doing some stuff around the kitchen, just keeping an eye on it. We'll be back in 50 minutes. Our timer went off for the 50 minutes, so our peanuts cooked for 50 minutes, and I've let the pressure come off naturally. You see it's down on 0, and this little tab down here has went down. So I'm going to take my weight off, and I'm going to open this. And I'm just going to kick it up like that for about 10-15 minutes. All right, it's been at least 15 minutes, probably a little longer. I'm just taking these out and let them cool. That's it. That's how I can peanuts. Hopefully this inspires you to can your own peanuts or to do something else for yourself. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see y'all next time.